Hi guys, I'm Barbara Cotherman. I am the PBIS coach and I'm the coordinator of Tier 2 and Tier 3 PBIS.
And I am the PBIS Tier 1 coordinator, and my name is Jane French.
Today we're going to introduce you to what PBIS is here at Santan Heights. And then we're going to tell you some things that we have created for you guys to push out to your students through your Google Classrooms. So first, you might be wondering what PBIS is. PBIS is Positive Behavior Intervention and Supports, and we use it to reward our students for good behavior, and we also use it to create behavior contracts that will encourage your students to want to behave, hopefully. We do that through a couple of different techniques. We did that by creating school-wide rules, which are SOAR and are behind you on our brand new fancy poster we ordered. Isn't it lovely? We're quite proud of it. And then by creating some school-wide expectations that we do here. So one of those are blue tickets.
These are the blue tickets, and every staff member will get a stack of them every month. And you will pass these out to kids, to students that exhibit our SOAR values. We also do a golden ticket for classrooms, whole classrooms that exhibit our SOAR values. And we do weekly drawings, usually when we're at school. That's going to be postponed. And we do a couple of other things, which is the SOAR assemblies. And SOAR assemblies are once a month, and we take these blue tickets and we take them all for the whole month and we raffle them off. Because we're going to be doing virtual, we're going to instead send out a virtual SOAR assembly. And each month we do a different topic about things that relate to our SOAR values. So the first month is going to be about computer safety. We'll be sending out a couple different videos for the different grade levels and some lesson plans to go along with that.
That you can utilize virtually through your Google Classroom.
Yes, and the next month will be grit. And we have lesson plans for that and a couple different videos for different grade levels. So it will be fun. And then hopefully what we'll end up doing is we'll be asking each teacher to nominate one student as that exhibits SOAR values through their work and everything, and we'll give them a good group. Sorry, that was my phone. Okay, now the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to be sending out a slideshow about what PBIS Tier 1 does and all the activities that we do. So we do blue tickets, yellow tickets, we do weeklies, we do SOAR assemblies, we also do a Great Hawk breakfast, which will be postponed until we get back physically into school. And then we have a virtual idea of what that might look like, or not a virtual, but a social distancing idea of what we might do once we get back, if we're still social distancing by then. And Tier 1 also looks at problem data, where we look at data and we look at things that happen at school, and we try to come up with ideas about how to get areas that may be causing some issues, like more referrals are happening between passing periods. So we look at traffic, traffic from the students and how things are happening, or things like that. So that's what Tier 1 does. So we have a couple of things else that's going on right before we start school. So I'll have Barbara tell you about that.
Like she was just saying, we find areas in the school that might need some support. And one of those areas that we realized going virtually was that we had a lack of student participation. And because of that, we thought we would try to do a coloring contest / rule poster contest. So for every grade level, each grade level we'll have one prize winner. And again, we're going to send all this information out to you so that you can share it on your Google Classroom to your class. But we would like for them we're going to have one coloring page, and then we're going to have them create a rule poster either choice, and there's one winner per grade level for each one. So one winner for coloring, one winner for
Drawing.
a poster. Yeah. So, and then we'd like for those posters, they can either be turned in by someone sending in a picture to us, or they can be dropped off at the school. It can be emailed, however parents want to, or kids want to turn that in. And then we're going to put them out on one of our bulletin boards to try to create some classroom community and maybe get your kids a little bit interested in doing some stuff online.
Also, when we start school, we would like you to put up our SOAR values, our mission statement, and our HAWKs.
So you'll get all three in your mailbox.
This is the mission statement. This is our SOAR values. It's
SOAR values.
strive for excellence, outstanding character, always safe and respectful.
And then we have our vision, which is honor, achievement, winning, knowledge, and success. So those will all be put in your mailbox. We're making those for you. Every single person's going to get a new one just in case you need it. One other thing that we want to push out to students, at least K2, K3, I'm going to send it to everyone and you make the decision on what you want to do. Mr. Carr is going to film himself reading a story about being a hawk in a school setting. It's a cute little kid story. He's going to film himself using crazy voices and some characters. And you don't have to do anything, but put it up in your Google Classroom for these parents to let their kids watch and hopefully create a little bit of culture in a virtual setting. So that...
One more thing.
Oh, a couple more things.
Okay, so we're gonna be sending everybody a Google slideshow about what PBIS does, and we'd like you to fill out a Google form for us after you...
3 questions.
With 3 questions, very easy questions, after you've looked at it. And what's, and the handbook, right?
We have 3 other things that we need to tell you about. One of which is we've updated our matrix, which is like our school-wide expectations, to include online learning. We're going to push that out to you so you guys have it and see what the kids' expectations are. So it's got online and some, like if we come back in person, what it should look like when a kid's walking down the hallway, what it should look like in the bathroom, those kinds of things, so that you'll have those in advance before the kids come back and you'll know what those expectations are. We also have a handbook for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. We're going to send you a link to that. So if you want to know more about this stuff, if you have any questions, it'll be right there all in one email, we're hoping. So quick shop, hopefully. And then we need to inquire if any of you lovely people would like to join us and the rest of our team in PBIS.
Yes, please, if you're interested, please contact either Barbara or myself or
Even
Mr.
Henry.
Sheets.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, and we'd love to have you on our team.
And we do have a pretty good team. In Tier 1, we have Mrs. French, we have
Yes.
Mrs. Palmer, we have Mrs. Bartelt, we have Mrs. Bayline,
Yes, and we have Miss Nord,
and Mrs. Nord, and Mrs. Bianco.
Yes,
In Tier 2, I have Miss Aspen, Mr. Eric, Tiara Williams, and Mrs. Nord, that all help with behavior charts and creating collaborative behavioral inquiries. Had to think of that word. Sorry about that. So yeah, we've got a pretty big team, but there's always room for help. Trust me, there is. So
always.
please go ahead and contact us if you're interested. Don't forget to fill out your Google form, and it's going to have your name on it, so we'll know if you didn't do it. Just kidding. All right, guys. Thanks a
you.
lot. Bye.
Bye.